My name is Lisa and I am a single full-time working mom. Today I'm going to show you my cash envelope system. So if you're interested in a video like this, then keep watching. Okay, so today I'm going to show you my cash envelope system. I get paid 2 times a month, once on the 15th and the other on the 30th. So this is going to be for April 15th paycheck through the 30th. So I'm going to have 2 weeks in there. I have 2 different types of cash envelopes. One is going to be a revolving one, and the other is going to be my sinking funds. So I'm going to show you my revolving cash envelopes first. I keep everything in here. It just keeps everything nice and compact. I know it's not too pretty, but you know, so far it works for me. So let me go ahead and show you my clips, because I don't use envelopes, but they are clips. So let me show you what they look like. Basically it's just like a little piece of paper. Actually these are sticky notes, but you can use a piece of paper and a paper clip, and that's all I use to keep my cash envelopes. So let me show you my categories that I have. I have groceries because we use that every week. So I'm going to have a groceries 1 week, and I'm going to have a groceries 2 week. And then I also have like spending money. It's all kind of together. I did used to like separate it and put clothing and entertainment and, you know, kids stuff, and it just got too much. So I just group it all together. So I just call it week 1 money and week 2 money. And if I need anything like spending money, or the kids need money for a project for school or something like that, I just take it out of here. So it just makes it easier for me to group it all together. So I have a week 1 money and a week 2 money. And then we do have an out to eat budget, because you can always overspend too much, I think, on food. So I like to keep my groceries and out to eat money separate, especially with kids that are older. They like to eat out more than eating at home, so I have to budget for that. So I have an out to eat 1 and an out to eat 2. And then I also do have a grass. This, I don't know if you can see that very good, but that one says grass. And so I do live in a subdivision that has HOA. So I do get somebody to cut my grass, and they're really great. They've been coming for years and years and years. And so I just don't have the time to cut my grass, and you have to pick it up and you have to edge and all that stuff. And so I'd rather just get these guys to do it. And it's only $25 a month. I mean, I'm sorry, $25 every 2 weeks. And so I think that's a pretty good deal. So let me go ahead and pick these up real quick. And I'm going to start clipping these for you in a second. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with groceries. So for groceries for 1 week, it's going to be $75. And the way I come up with that number is there's 3 people in my household, and you're supposed to give $100 per person that they're going to eat for the month. And then what you do is it'll be $300. So then you would divide it between 4 weeks, because you have 4 weeks in a month. And that's how I get the $75. So I really do try to stay within that $75 range, and that helps with saving money. So I'm going to go ahead and do this clip first. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, and then 70 and 75. I don't write these down just because you know, during the week I'm going to use this money, so there's really no point in writing down how much I'm going to put into this category, because we're going to use it. So so then I'm going to do the same thing for the second week. I'm going to do 2, 4, 60, 70, 75, and I'm just going to clip it. So these have worked out really well for me. You can tell it's like really worn, but it still works. And then if they get messed up or anything, I just make new ones. So it's really not that bad. And then I have week 1 money. And so for week 1 money, I give like $60. I don't know. Right now that's too much because we don't really need it. But if I don't use the money, I just roll it to the next week. And then if I don't use it for my second week money, which is going to get the same, then I put it in savings. So that's how I also put money into savings, is if there's an overflow of money that I don't use, it goes into my savings. And then I decide what I need to do with it, then pay off debt or just save it for emergency fund. All right, so then I have Out to Eat 1 and I have Out to Eat 2. And right now, like before we started having to stay at home, I would do $50. So 2, 4, and then 50 a week. That might be a lot right now, but before this time, I thought it was pretty good because, you know, my kids can eat, you know, like adult meals, of course, because they're older. And for us to go out to eat, it would be like $30. Even at a fast food restaurant, it'd be like $30. So I want to be realistic on how much we spend for out to eat. So I'm doing 50 right now. Maybe this month or next month we don't need that much, but like I said, and this is also going to get 50 for the second week. If we don't use it, then it rolls over to the next week, or I put it in savings. So all right, and then my last one is going to be grass, and so grass is $25. So I like to put my little bills in front. I don't know if you do that too. All right, so this is going to be for my revolving cash envelopes. Not really cash envelopes, but my clips. And so grass is always going to go for the first week of the month, like the 15th. They usually cut the grass. And then I'll take week 2, all my 2s, I'll take them out, and they go back into my orange little container I have for them. And then week 1 will go straight into my wallet and my grass. So I'll put those into my wallet. And then my week 2s, they will go in here. And they'll sit here until the second week. And usually I start my second week on a Saturday. So I'll go from Saturday to Saturday, because usually, you know, you do grocery shopping and things like that on the weekend. So Saturday to Friday is when I do it. So let me show you my my other one. My other one is my sinking funds. And so my sinking funds, I do write these down because I like to keep up with how much is actually going into them. So let me go ahead and show you that real quick. So I do have HOA, so I have to pay for that. And of course, every year it goes up a little bit. And yep, there's my 5. I was wondering where my 20s went. So it's about $360, but of course next year it might go up. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and move those out of the way right now and show you this one. So I put $15 every paycheck. So this is not every week. This is just one paycheck. And so for January 15th, I put in 15, and then the 30th. February, I put in money, and then in March, I didn't, because I don't know, I was trying to save some money because we're uncertain as to what's going to be happening with money and things like that. So I just didn't do it for HOA, but I am going to do it for this, which is April 15th. So I have 60 in here right now, and so I'm going to go ahead and add another 15 to that. I'm going to get 75 when I add my 15. So let me go ahead and add my 15. So I got 10, and then a 5 is 15. I'm going to put that in here, and then I'm going to clip it like this. I like to put it to where I see the title of the amount I have in here too, and the amount that I have in here. And then I just paper clip it like that. Simple and easy, and it doesn't even cost any money. I think this is like an index card, so super cheap way of doing your cash envelopes. So the next one I have is haircuts. So I do have boys, and so they need haircuts more often than the girls. And so I only put $10 in here, and my son really likes having his hair done, so I put $10 in this. So if I add my 10 in here, I already had 60, so now it's going to be 70. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this. Now I don't even have to count it. I can just look in here and just add it. And then maybe after a while I get a lot filled up in here, then maybe I will count it all. But I like the system because I don't really have to keep up with it. I just like add it in here and I know how much is in my cash envelopes. I don't have to count it every single time. So then my next one is going to be car care, which is like car maintenance, registration. In Texas, we have registration once a year. And you also have to get your car inspected. This is like oil changes. It's not for a big purchase, like if I needed, you know, transmission or something like that. But this is like for those small like things that come up once a year that you know you're gonna have to get done. So I put $20 in this one. So right now I have $100. I didn't do it for March for that one time. Like I was trying to save in March, but now I think I'm okay, so I can put into my sinking fund. So I'm going to do a 20. So that's going to make 120. And then I'm just going to clip this one. I know it's not very pretty, but it is pretty practical. So maybe one day I'll get envelopes, but right now this is what works for me. And then my last one is vacation. So in vacation I put 50 in here. So this one comes out, I do maybe March. Usually in spring break we would go do something, but March didn't get anything. Like I said, I was trying to save in March just because we weren't sure what was going to be happening with jobs and things like that. Thank goodness I get to work from home, so I still get my paychecks. But I wasn't sure, so I didn't put anything in here. So I have 200, and then I'm going to add 50. And this money might last until the summer, and that's it. And then I have to start all over. So it just depends on how much I get in here. And sometimes this might pay for like hotel room, or it might pay for some like amusement park tickets or something like that. I mean, it's not going to pay for the whole trip, but at least, you know, you have some money in here that will help with, I didn't even write it on here. I'm sitting here talking. It'll help with, you know, your vacation, and you don't have to pay for everything all out of pocket. At least you have a buffer right here. So 200 plus 50 would be 250. And so since we didn't go anywhere in March, it's going to be adding up. So well, that's pretty good. And then whenever I get done with all my clips for my sinking funds, and I don't even know if I went over all that, what sinking funds are. I'll do that in a second. So what I do is I put it inside my little container in here. I have, I guess this is like a coupon kind of container in here. And then I also have other ones in the back. Sometimes I use, like, I get my nails done. When school's going on, I give my daughter some money for out to eat money for her since she's in college and she's staying at home. So I give her some of that. But I usually get my nails done. That ain't happening right now. So, but that is one of my clips that I have, and I'm not using it. So Sinking funds are funds that you're going to have a bill for sometime during the year, and you know it's going to come and you're going to pay for it. So you just save a little bit every month so that you're not hit hard with this big bill, like $300, $400 bill. And that just helps you by taking a little bit out of your paychecks and kind of saving it. It's like a savings account, I guess. So um, I don't let it get too high in here. If it does, then I just go ahead and I put it in the bank. And then I also have a Christmas like sinking fund, I guess you want to say, but it's in my bank account. So when I get direct deposit, they just take the money and they put it into a Christmas account, and I don't even see it. So that's really nice. So I do save for Christmas that way, and I like that it's already taken out of my check and I don't have to see it. So I hope you enjoy this video of my cash envelopes or my clip system. And I hope to see you next time. I hope you subscribe to my channel and click that like button so that I know you like content like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.